welcome to Board Games with Niramas. I'm Joseph and I'm here today with Drako. It's time for us to play some Imperial Settlers roll and write. A roll and write game, obviously, where we are going to try to build buildings, harvest goods, and use those goods to sort of build up different kind of settlements and so on to score points. Now in this game, of course, we're going to roll some dice. We each have our sheets here, so here's my Niramas. Here, my play sheet with different kinds of materials and so on I can get here. Drako has the same thing. We start the same basically. We also have this sort of special buildings that we can build that will give us different kinds of benefits as we go. And we have special action tiles that we can take each round. But I think we'll just start playing and you'll see how it goes as we keep playing. So I'm going to be the first player. What I do on my turn is I roll these dice. And we have a wood, a stone, and a apple food. And we're going to have 3 actions each. But since I'm the first player, I also get to pick one of these tiles up here. So I could get the ally, which will get me an extra action. Or the yield, which means that when I can choose the result on a resource die and harvest this resource for free if I could harvest. Now I can't harvest yet because it's blocked off. I need to build some bridges down here to get to this areas here where I can start harvesting goods. So that's not going to be an option right now. Or I can get the lucky coin, which just gives me a gold. And the gold is like a wild card. So basically what you got to see here is the 3 resources in the game, wood, stone, and food. But then gold can stand in for any of those. So on my play sheet here, I have on the left hand side here, we're going to play 10 rounds. And there's a little box here. It's quite small, but in here I can put I can type down like a W for a wood, a stone, and a food. Well, actually I'm going to take this one first here. I'm going to take the ally, so that gives me 1 extra action. And I think Drako will take the lucky coin, so he gets a gold as well. So I have 4 actions in total, 3 plus the extra one here, and I have 3 resources. And now I will start doing things with them. And I think I will start off working on my farm here. So I will spend these squares are empty, so all it takes is an action to get these filled. So my first 2 actions will be to just fill these 2, and then for the third one I need to pay a wood as well. So I'll just delete the wood there, and that's my third action. And now I have a farm, which means I will get 1 food at the start, or like in every turn, or every time it's my turn. And then I have 1 more action. I have a stone and a food. I think I'll just spend this here. And as you can see, it took 1 stone as well to be able to cross out that space. And then 1, and over here it's going to take 2, and then 3, and 4, and 5. But over here we get a lot of points if we just keep going. We have to go from the left to the right when you do this. And build these buildings basically that give you different kinds of points here. Like right now, my building here is worth 1 point. If I get 1 more space and it's worth 2 points, you don't add them together. You look at the rightmost one that you have crossed off, and then that's the points you get. So at the maximum here, I could get 23 points if I went all the way over there. We'll see how it goes. So that was my whole action, and I'm done. Now, as I'm ending my turn, I could also now do a settlement if I wanted to. And this is the advanced rules. You could play with the basic rules, and then you don't have this, but it's fairly easy, so I'm playing with it. So let's say this farm here has a Tetris shape like that. So if I had crossed off spaces out here that match that, if I got 2 wood here and 2 wood there, I could make a settlement. I could mark this area like this. And that means that I would boost my farm. So from then on, my farm will give me 2 food at the start of each round instead of 1. And I could do this several times and just keep boosting this farm if I wanted to. So like this tool shop needs that shape instead. That Tetris shape, so I need to fill in that case. And I mean, if I do a settlement over here, then those spaces are already used for a settlement, so they can't be included in another one. So that's kind of, it's a bit of a puzzle here on how to do that. Anyhow, that was my turn. Let's look at Drako's turn. So he will get a gold, which means he has a wild card here as well. So he has a gold, a wood, a stone, and a food. And he only has 3 actions though. So how would he spend these in the best way? Well, I think Drako will start working on this. Yeah, I think he will do all his work on this food space, which means he will use 1 food. He will use 1 gold, as it can be a food, and then 1 action because it's an empty space. And now Drako has filled in the first space here on the food part. And even if this is 1 space, it's separate actions, like every square is an action, so it takes 3 actions to fill this in. And that was Draco's whole turn, that was all his actions. So these go back over here, and now it is Draco's turn to be the first player. So he will roll the dice. Come on, Drako. And he got a gold, a stone, a wood, and 5 actions, so that's good. And now he's the first one to pick over here as well. I think he's going to take the ally. The ally is really good here to get another action. So now Drako has 6 actions, and I'll take the lucky coin since we can't really harvest yet. So let's look at Drako then first. So he has, let's see, a stone, a gold, a wood, and he has 6 actions. Oh, actually, no, he doesn't get it. His farm isn't built. I think he wants to build one of these buildings. So I mean, if he gets the tool shop, that's each time he harvests gain +1 resource, but he's not really harvesting yet. The collector, if all resource dice show a different result, like they do now, then he would get the gold. That's pretty good. Yeah, so he has 6 actions. 3 of them will be to, well, of course of that, and a wood, and that's going to be a gold and a wood, since he has the wild cards. The only thing he has left now is a stone. But he still has 3 actions. And now Drako will want to build that kind of settlements, like that column. So with 3 actions, well, he definitely wants to do this, to start working on the bridge. And this is also one part of his, he wants to make a 3 settlement like this to boost, to get 2 gold instead with the collector. And then he has 2 more actions. He'll just keep working. These first bridges here doesn't require anything. And now he has unlocked the first bridge, which means he will circle this bridge. So now, since he has that and that means he has the first bridge. And he can start harvesting now from these spots. You can harvest once on each spot. So he'll probably do that in the next round. So that was Draco's turn. And he's done. So my turn. I have a stone, a wood, a gold, and remember, I get a food from my farm over here, so I have food as well. But I only have 5 actions. Oh, okay, wood and gold. I'll get this wood space for sure. So wood and gold, because that will help me work on this pattern here that I want to do. Now I have a stone and a food and 3 actions. So let's do the stone as well. So I have 2 actions and a food down there, so I have 1 action. And with that one, I think I'll start working on this bridge as well. It's good to get those bridges built. So that was my turn, but I can't do a pattern yet for the settlement. Okay, so these go back. It's my turn to roll again, and we'll see what we get. Now Drako is hoping that we get different result on each die, because then he will get an extra gold. And that's 2 wood. That's not good for Drako. No bonus there for him. And I'm the first player, so let's see, I have 2 wood, a stone, and a food, remember, from my farm, and I have 5 actions to use. But I'm also going to pick one of these, and I'm going to go for the ally, so I get a 6th action. Drako will take the gold coin. Oh wait, I could get the yield. Oh yeah, let's do that instead. So I'll take the yield, then Drako will definitely take the ally. So with this yield special ability, and there's a few different of these, so you randomly put out number of plays +1 every time you play. So with this, I can choose a result on a resource die. So I could choose this. I'll choose this stone, and then I can no, but I haven't opened up. I can't harvest. I haven't opened up the bridges. Okay, so I'll took the ally, and Drako took the yield. Okay, so what do I do now? Well, I'm gonna spend 1 food to keep building there. I'm going to spend both the wood to do this space for sure. That's up to 4 points. And let's see, that was 1, 2 actions. So I have 3 more, and I have a stone. I can't really use the stone for anything. Well, actually, that's not true. I could start building the tool shop. So I have 3 more actions. So 1, 2, and now I'm out of stone, so I can't fill in the last one. So let's just complete this bridge now, so that I have the first bridge, because then I can start harvesting later on. And now I can make a pattern. So now I'm going to make a settlement. So I'm going to mark it like this. And I'm going to show you right now. So I made a settlement up there, which matches of course, the shape of the farm. So now I will cross that over, and now I get 2 apples at the start of my turn instead, because I have that pattern. So that's a good way to just keep boosting stuff. I don't remember if I used my... I think I did. Okay, Drako. Now, Drako, he will use this yield. And let's see, what does he want to get? I think he wants... Yeah, I think he wants more... If he gets 1 more lumber, that's not really going to help him. So he's gonna take another stone, and the yield says choose a result on a research die. He's gonna choose the stone and harvest this for free. Normally, to harvest a harvest, he will cross that over because he had the bridge. He could reach that space down there. Normally, to harvest that took an action to cross something out like that. So now he has 2 stone and 2 wood. Instead of yeah, he got an extra stone there. So with 2 wood, he's definitely going to do this right here. That's 1 action, so he has 4 more. So, and he has 2 stone. He could go 1, 2. Just 2 more actions, and then he can start working on a farm of his own as well, because the first 2 spaces doesn't require any materials. They just you just spend time on building them basically. So he's happy about that. He's done that, but now he's also going to do his first settlement like this. So he has that Tetris shape there. And of course that matches up with his collector. So now he will get 2 gold if the die results are different on all the dice rolled. So he's hoping for that. Okay, so that was Draco's turn, and we're done. Now it's back to me. And let's see here. We're going to roll the die. Well, it's Draco's going to roll the dice actually. And oh, look at that. Drako did get different results on all the 3 dice, which means his collector will trigger and he will get 2 gold. And of course a stone, a wood, and a food. And he has 4 actions, but he's also going to take one of these. I think he'll take the ally, so he has 5 actions, and I'll take the yield now. I built my bridge, I can use that later on. So now the question is, what will Drako do with all these resources? It's quite a puzzle this, to figure out how to do this in the best way. But he has his, let's see. He wants to finish the farm, for sure. So that's 1 wood. So that's the wood and an action. So now he has the farm as well. And then I think he will use his 2 gold as a wild card to do this double wood. So that's 2 actions. And then he will start working here for 3 actions. So he has 3 more actions, and he only has a stone. Oh, and he can't harvest. Oh. Okay, so with 1 action he's going to harvest. He's going to harvest some wood over here. That means he has 2 actions left. With 1 of them he'll build the second bridge. So now he can get all the way down there. And then with his last action he'll just keep building on the bridges. Okay. That's a pretty good turn. And now he could almost do another of these settlements, but he needs 1 more food there. And then he could have harvested a food. And then he could have used the food to make the... that would probably have been better than to build on the bridge, right? But yeah, that's how it goes. Draco's done his turn. So now he is done, and it's my turn. And let's see. I have the yield. So I have 4 actions, right? Oh, come here. 4 actions. I get 2 food for my farm, so that's great. And another one there, so I have 3 food in total. I have 1 wood and 1 stone. And wow, I wish I built my tool shop so I had 1 more harvest resource there. But I can harvest for free. What do I want? I think I want another food actually, so let's cross off a food. So that's my free harvest. So I have 4 actions, I get another food. So I have 4 food, which means I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's 5 actions. No, that's okay. So I've done all my actions. I harvested for free, and I just burnt all that food. But then I didn't use my wood and my stone for anything, so that's kind of wasteful. And I didn't finish my tool shop. If I had the tool shop when I harvested, I would have gotten an extra food. So I really need to do that. But anyway, that was my turn. I can't really do any pattern. No. Yeah, I could do... Yeah, I need... Oh, wow. Did I skip that? Oh, I forgot to mark it. Okay. So I can do this pattern here. I can do another settlement, which means now I will get... Let's see. I will get 3 food at the start of my turn instead of 2. So that's great. I'm just building up the food machine. I'm planning to do all these food over here and get 21 points over there. And yeah, so we're going to roll again, but we're going to end it here. I just want to show you how the game works. I will mention a few things here. So at the end of the game, you will type in the points here from each row. And then here you will get points from over here. Like you could also, like this architect says that you gain 8 points for each of that shape. So you want to do those as well. And you could work on the fortress to put in a stone and a wood to get 3 points, another 3 points, another 3 points. Those extra points would go in there. And here's points that you could get during the game. There's other stuff you can use, of course. There's a bunch of different sheets here. So you could get some points during the game, and then you get your final score, and whoever has the most points is the winner. So that is Imperial Settlers Roll and Write. Really fun little game. I do like these roll and write games. I think they're really cute. And, you know, quick and easy to play, and, you know, you can have fun. You can chat a bit while you do it, and it's quite solitaire, but I do like it. I should also mention that this game comes with a solo adventure mode. So if you're playing solo, you get to do like an adventure, and the cool stuff with that is that you get all these different kinds of, I mean, for the multiplayer game, all of these are the same. You always have the same buildings, right? But in the solo game, you take one of these sheets at random, and then you have a bunch of different buildings with different effects and all that. Really cool. So I haven't tried the solo game out yet, but I will do for sure. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you liked the video. If you did, please press the like buttons down there as well. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click the bell symbol so you get notifications from YouTube when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening or morning whenever you're watching. Take care. Bye-bye.
Do you want to keep this little dragon this happy all day long? Then like the video